Alright, hi guys, today we have Sweep with us on this channel and he's gonna introduce this really strange looking but crazy looking giant Sparky deck. So hello Sweep, how are you doing?
Hi Rock. I'm doing pretty good tonight. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's morning for us now, so thank you so much for coming on. Can I just ask, how did you get inspiration for this deck?
So yeah, actually this was a deck that I used a couple metas ago. I hit AK with it on a account I pushed. I'm gonna keep that a little bit of a secret. But yeah, it was just really good it was the Witch Executioner meta, and I
Okay.
found that Sparky NATO is a really strong combo, and if you implement it with cards like Magic Archer and Mini Pekka that are especially broken right now, it makes a really insane deck.
Alright, okay, great. So you shared with us quite a lot of replays, but we'll just go through three that you picked. So why not we just hop into the first replay right now? We're in the first replay here against Sweep, so I'll just let him talk through his thought process and let's see how he approaches such a matchup. Because this is a really
Alright.
popular Royal Hawks deck.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular decks in the meta right now. It's Royal Hog. So he goes super aggressive the first play because he probably knows what I'm running. And usually when you know what the opponent's running, you really gotta start choosing the first hand. So I just do decide to activate King with there, and I know I'm gonna get a good spot. It's a really great match for me. I have Fireball, Sparky, and NATO. So
Alright.
there's really no way I should lose this. But this guy is a great player, and he had a great start. My tower is halfway health, and from now on, I'm like just wondering. I'm waiting for him to make the play. You want to be really responsive with Sparky. So yeah, he plays his Hunter, and my Sparky's gonna get a +2, like a +4 trade. So my Sparky is essentially 2 elixir right there,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasted that Hunter. So now I'm gonna try to build a big push here. Sucks my starting hand. I don't have Giant right away, so I have to cycle Dark Prince also.
Okay. So are you like waiting for double elixir to build up your big pushes, or you're comfortable going in single?
Yeah, I usually want to wait till double because that's when you can build a push that they can't stop if they have a different deck. But this deck's defense is really insane. As you can see, it has a
Yeah.
Mini Pekka, Magic Archer, NATO, and Hunter. So nothing theoretically should break through. But yeah, I like to wait till double
Okay.
most of the time.
So like in single, you're just trying to minimize the damage, and then in double, go for one big push that your opponent cannot
Yeah,
stop.
pretty much.
Okay.
So that's what I like to do. So right here, he decides to put Hunter. He's playing this really smart. Like at the start of this matchup, he's playing this amazing. He might even take my tower down right now.
Because you don't have elixir,
Anything
so you
decent.
decide to not respawn over here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna try to do now is, since I'm up a bit of elixir, is try to build a big push in the right lane and take his tower and result in a tower trade at least.
Okay.
Because honestly, in a 2 tower situation, Sparky is in a way more favorable position.
Okay, so trading towers is good for you in most matchups.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sparky.
So now this is a double elixir, this is where you shine, so you're gonna get up your big push over here.
Yeah. So what I like to do in most of my pushes is use a NATO. So you'll see it right here. I kind of stack up behind my troop and I NATO all of his troops in. So you can't really have my Sparky hit multiple things at once, and it connects to everything once at a time. So you see that NATO
Okay,
right there.
yeah, that's a beautiful
And, yeah.
NATO, yeah, 3 units off
Yeah.
the board. And that's tower.
Yeah, which
Okay.
the Sparky would have probably hit like 4 times, 3 times, maybe even.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. I decided to put my Magic Archer up high just so he can't roll hogs in front of that Mini Pekka.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna basically let up that right tower. So I'm fine if he hogs here, and I didn't want him to hog in the right lane either, just so I can try to keep the most out of my
Alright.
tower.
Okay, so at this point you're only thinking about the 3 crown, or you're looking like going into the same lane as him?
I'm going for the 3 crown just because if I keep cycling Sparkies in the right lane, he can't really punish for my 3 either,
Okay.
since I have a really good answer for everything.
So again we see this NATO that takes out 2 troops over there. Okay, so you're just basically saving your fireball for the MAs, and the rest you're just trying to get a good Sparky NATO to clear his ground troops to break through.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically it's
I'm-
almost like spell range, or like just one giant hit away, and then you can spell it out.
Yeah. So like, I gotta be careful for the big push he's gonna play in the right lane, and I can't really play a Sparky because if he does roll hogs and mini Pekka, he might be able to cheese me and get that mini Pekka on the tower, which I'm most
Alright,
scared of.
Okay.
So I'm playing super passive right now, not going too aggressive. But I know he has like the right answers that I had. So he's played his mini Pekka, so I'm gonna punish him pretty hard here. Bad NATO on my end, but he still overcommits. So I'm playing my Sparky right away, so he can't really play his roll hogs.
Okay.
And yeah,
Yeah, and Sparky
I'm
gets
just
a
waiting here.
great value again here.
Yeah.
Because he has like
You
no
always want to try to
reset.
get as much value.
Okay.
Yeah. So he goes with his last ditch effort. We're gonna fireball that. He gave me a lot of value, and yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to defend this push.
Okay, so this would be let's say, because this deck, this Royal Hawk deck is really popular now, so I would say that this is a good counter for them. Just
Yeah, it's a good snipe deck for Royal Hogs, or if you
Okay.
want to use it.
so still
Yeah.
just play passively to double and then get off your big push. Alright, that's really
So I put
well
my
played.
giant right there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, another last ditch effort from him, but I guess that's GG.
Yeah.
Alright, so great insight on this deck against Royal Hawks. Alright, so we'll hop into the next replay and we'll see you guys there. Right, so the next match that we're gonna share, it's this game against Lapocati. So apparently it's like a snipe by Lapocati, but Sweep still managed to get the victory. So it was a really good elixir counting by Sweep. So we'll hop into this game and then we'll see how Sweep approaches this matchup.
Alright,
Right.
so we're versus Lapocati here, and usually Lapocati runs very easy matches for me, like minor wall breakers and like giant cycle. So I'm not really scared when I go against Lapocati, but he did decide to slam me right here. That was a pretty bad choice by him, though. He
I
plays a
guess-
mortar there, and I'm thinking it's more like mortar bait because I know Lapocati runs a lot of mortar, like mortar Valk maybe. And from what I see, it looks like a deck he'd run, but I didn't know he had Rocket until he played the Royal
Okay.
Giant.
Just a quick question, because you had MA in hand at that point. You decided not to just MA snipe the mortar at the bridge. You decided to play a ground tank first because you were worried that he had something else, or
Yeah, I wanted to make sure what his deck is first before I
Okay.
decided to do any too aggressive plays on my end.
okay.
So yeah, when he plays that, I'm like, all right, good hunter value. I don't want to overcommit on this, so I could build enough, like a big enough push behind my giant. Because if I did NATO that, he could have just played barbs on my giant, and I wouldn't have enough elixir to fireball it. There you go, good push with the mini pekka behind the giant, and he's gonna barbs. I'm gonna fireball that as soon as I can. Do end up missing a barb. It happens, and but he
Yeah,
misses
missed
his
Ice Spirit, yeah.
he misses his ice spirit,
And,
and yeah.
and then at this point you know he was low because the snowball came in late, and then
And it was
Yeah.
low, and I decided to punish with the only card that he can't play anything on top. So
okay. So let's say in general this deck, are you comfortable like putting giant first play, or what cards can you cycle at the start? Or are you comfortable to
you
wait till double?
never
kind of
really
thing?
want to cycle. Yeah, you want to wait till double. Yeah, you don't have any cycle cards. They're all pretty like 4 elixir cards, 3 elixir
Okay.
cards. So,
So
yeah, you just want to kind of wait till double.
If your opponent doesn't play, you're comfortable just waiting till double as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's say if like, your opponent golems at the back, what would you do? Would you giant opposite, or would you defend, or how would you approach?
Defend first, because
Defend
most
first.
golem decks nowadays either have Skarmy or Mini Pekka. So if you do hit opposite lane, they'll have a dual lane counter push. So you really want to defend
Okay.
with the Sparky first.
And is that the same with lava? Let's say against lava, how would you approach it?
Lava, if you verse lava, you either want to play a Dark Prince or a Mini Pekka opposite lane just to apply immediate pressure.
Okay.
So you can't build a big enough lava push that you cannot stop.
Alright, okay. So over here, you already know he's like playing Royal Giant Mortar, so I guess you more or less know like you could defend his pushes because it's like 40 seconds left and your towers are still pretty healthy.
Yeah, and if I play a Sparky High, I don't know if he missed that on purpose, but if he didn't, then it was it kind
Alright.
of sealed his fate. So yeah.
Alright,
that's
so
kind of the game
yeah,
result.
I think that Sparky over there at the bridge won you the game, and then because maybe his
Yes.
deck was kind of hard to cycle, so he couldn't
Yeah.
do too much.
He played all of his cycle cards and was left in a weird cycle, so I punished him for that, and that's why elixir counting is one of the most important things in this game.
Alright, that's a great game against a great player, so we'll hop into the third replay and we'll see you guys there. Alright, so the last replay that we are gonna share from this deck is against this Japanese player, I would say, playing this minor balloon deck. This was popular a few matters ago, or many matters ago, so let's see how Sweep approaches this matchup here. One.
Alright, so we're gonna start off, and I remember this guy's name. I'm pretty sure he played some variation of balloon, at least. A lot of the Japanese players usually play cycle, so I knew it was some type of cycle deck. So I'm just waiting, you know, I want him to make the first play, and I'm gonna respond to that with my Dark Prince, because I don't want to waste my Hunter, and I'm fine with cycling my ground troops like Mini Pekka and Dark Prince usually. So when he plays that, I'm thinking it's the normal minor balloon version, and I know I could. Oh, so I decided I would have Sparked that, but I knew this guy had E-Wiz, I think. So I played my Mini Pekka, but if it is the normal one without E-Wiz and Inferno Dragon, it's okay to Sparky that.
Okay.
See, now I'm winning. So then I Sparky in the back here, and I'm like, that's interesting. How am I going to stop this? So he goes pretty aggressive right here. I think I Hunter his Inferno Dragon, and I let the balloon get a couple hits.
Yeah. So this was really good play by you, taking some damage, and so you have enough for the giant. So you decided to take a bit of damage, but give you a good counter push.
Yeah.
Because if you would have NATO'd that balloon, you would have lost everything.
Yeah.
No offense and no defense.
Yeah. So right here, he's still trying to defend this, and that Sparky's still gonna connect to his tower, even
Yeah.
after the zap. So there you go, tower down. So now at least I could tower trade with him, and go start hitting the opposite lane, and he has to commit at least 5 elixir, even 8 if he overcommits with a minor balloon push that I don't even have to defend, and I could easily tower trade with him again. So now I'm in a great position after here. So I'm gonna start cycling my cards in the right lane. I expected him to play that in the back just because I had NATO out of cycle, but mini pack is super strong right now.
Yeah, a lot of decks are running it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at this point again, so you still feel like you can defend, or you just want to try to defend?
Yeah. So right here, it's like I don't want to give him the tower to an Inferno Dragon, but he decides to play his balloon into that. So I'm just gonna nail that off the tower. And it's gonna be a pretty clean defense overall. So right here, I'm gonna decide to let up the tower. And I'm like, okay, now I know his cycle, and I can build up a pretty good push, which he cannot defend easily, at least in my opinion.
Okay, so I
yeah,
guess
since he did that,
okay, like
I'm gonna try to NATO everything.
Okay, so because like this would be the same, your NATO on offense would always be key. So you're using a lot of NATO on offense instead of defense, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
The only time I use NATO on defense is most likely versus Golem and Lava Hound.
Okay.
See right here, we're just defending. The defense get a bit sketchy, but you know,
yeah, it gets a hit, but
balloon gets a hit.
I guess
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a big spell, yeah, it's okay to just cycle everything in the back and build up your big push because he can't stop that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
he
his
can
cycle's
push
not
it,
that
yeah.
fast, so he can't. Yeah, he can't really outcycle my my air counters.
And then he has to push into you, which is not good for him because that's just free
Yeah.
extra value.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we are, just gonna defend. Bad miner on him. That was a really bad miner, in my opinion.
Okay, so
I
you
want to kill that as soon as possible. It's right there. Free value.
so getting some MA chips here and there, but he manages to stop your Sparky here. So 1 minute 30 left.
So I really can't cycle my hunter in the back. That's the one card you
Yeah.
need for the balloon. So it's never okay to really cycle your Sparky. I meant your hunter. So yeah, you need your hunter every time for the balloons.
Okay, so when he does a minor balloon, he most probably low, and then that's why you went for like a giant
Yeah.
in the pocket kind of thing.
Yeah, and I could
Okay.
fireball that also to stop it. And yeah, he's pretty low on elixir right now. So since he did zap, I think I'm gonna Sparky in the back here, or Magic Archer. Magic Archer's good also because he doesn't have a way to kill it. You could abuse that.
Alright, so again, I would think he would use your NATO on offense, and then he would try to block it, but I don't think he can. Okay, so getting some MA chip over here. The giant stops the EWIS from targeting on the Sparky.
I meant to play my EWIS on the other side, but it happens.
Okay,
So he does NATO, and that's gonna let my Sparky connect to his magic, his Executioner, and yeah, so still saving my hunter every time for his things, and we're gonna play it right on top, and fireball also.
Alright, so getting a little close at the end, but it's hard also for you to get your giant in because he has like NATO and Inferno, which
Yeah.
cannot really stop. Okay, it's within
So
fireball
the
range,
Magic
so
Archer.
yeah, the Magic Archer, that's great. Not many of us would do that once we're in a tower trade situation. So that's something we can also learn. But anyway, thank you so much, Sweet, for coming on and sharing this
No problem.
replays. I will definitely try out this deck, maybe on stream later or off stream. We'll try it out and try to play like a defensive style. Are there any additional tips you want to share with this deck that we should know of?
Versus rocket decks, you always want to play your Sparky high, and never Sparky in the back unless you know what they're running 100%.
Okay, so I would say that against Lockbait, this might be actually hard because you might not have a lock, and then they would have rocket as well, and Infernal Towers and stuff.
You gotta utilize your Magic Archer a lot, and hunter every Goblin Barrel, and use your NATO on offense.
All right. Okay. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Any last words or any shout-outs to your friends or anything?
Shout out to my Twitch channel, Sweep.
Okay. We'll include all that in his Twitter and his Twitch in the description below. Once again, thank you so much for coming on and have a great day. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.